It's wonderful to see so many people tonight. So, youth retention. As Dustin said, my name's Neil and I'm a youth, and I'm here to stay in Kaslo. I've been retained. There's multiple reasons for that, but they're all around the same concept, and that's connection. And when I explain that, I'm sure you all see that it's not just how we have youth, how youth can be retained, but how everyone here is retained. And one of the first connection points is I'd like to see a show of hands. How many people are here because of what this area is, the beautiful mountains, the activities you can do here, just how incredible it is to drive home from being away somewhere and you just open wide up and you're excited. And that's connection to place. And how many people here because of the community, the people, the family, the friends? Yeah, so it's not just youth retention. When I talk to youth about why they come back here, those things are top of their list, but it's just a person thing. We all love that. The other two connection points, though, is one is housing. We need a place to live. We need a place to launch our lives from, to feel like we can be grounded in. And it's also when we can economically be sustainable here, and housing is one of the greatest costs for us. And when you could be investing in a house instead of paying rent, you're able to put your roots in here, and if it's affordable rent, you're able to invest more in entrepreneurial activities or pay off debts and become more financially independent. But that's not the pitch I have for you tonight. The fourth connection point is employment. How many people are here because of their employment? See, and the the Project Comeback found that I think it was 12% of youth were here because of their employment. But I don't think it has to be that way. And something that makes us stay in our employment or love our employment is how it engages us, our creative investment in the employment, and how it creatively enables us. And so that comes down in a lot of ways to entrepreneurialism, and I feel that's one of our greatest opportunities here. The most common limitation, I think it was for business, was employment, or was employees, and that as well. But that's, I think, two of the solutions for this issue is either we bring in a big industry that could provide tons of employment for people that gives us the money to live here, and people are drawn away to the oil sands because of the amount of the money to make, but it's not because of the place and the people. People want to be here. And the other solution isn't away from that industry side, is about many small businesses or empowering people to create their own creative employment. And so I'm here to talk to you about the idea of a small business incubator. And that's this kind of support system for people to create their businesses. And entrepreneurship, it creates industry, a very diverse industry. It creates employment and diversity in culture as well. It creates solutions. One of the greatest solution generating groups or organizations is now entrepreneurship, not necessarily societies or nonprofits. And it's very multi-beneficial, but it's also a challenge. And I think to look at how do we make the road to success an easier road to travel, we have to look at removing barriers to access, cobbling it so people could travel further, faster, paving that road and giving people roadmaps. Set them up with guides and providing easier modes of travel. So it comes to creating this support system for financial leverage for these people who want to be entrepreneurs, for experience and knowledge through mentorship, through strong determination, the strong determination from the support you get, or having this great idea that you're passionate about, that is meaningful to you, and the resources to support that, as well as just a good idea. And I have an example of a friend who had started a business here. He had idea for a piece of equipment that would help him become more profitable, and it would also take a lot of physical pressure off of him. And he'd gone through Community Futures, he was started up with that, and going great, but just to be able to expand his business, he needed $2,500 to purchase this tool. He went to Kootenai Savings, but it was too small of a loan and he didn't have equity. And so micro-lending is such an important resource to have in a community. That would be a big part of this community resource, this small business incubation. The other thing is we have an incredible resource base of successful business people who have been part of global organizations as well as regional or provincial, who are consultants for provincial size organizations or global organizations. Just the intelligent, rich in knowledge people here is amazing. So why not tap into that and create this hub, provides people with some funding, like borrowed funding so it gets paid back and you can continue to grow this resource, but also with these highly intelligent people where I as a business person have sat down with a mentor and it helped me progress light years ahead, just having that extra inspiration, guidance, and focus. And I wanted to share a little story that I heard about a study, and 30 seconds. 30 seconds? Okay. There was a primary school teacher and a professor teamed up to administer IQ tests to pupils in grade 1 through 6. The teachers of the schools were told that certain pupils, around 20%, showed great promise and could be expected to make exceptional progress in the next year. And at the end of the year, that forecast proved true. The IQ of the nominated pupils showed superior improvement, but there was a catch. The high potential students had been chosen at random. This is known as the Pygmalion effect and argues that it's expectations and support and the resources we have access to more than the innate ability of individuals that influences outcomes. Never mind who's gifted and who's talented. Expect great things and great conditions and create the conditions for them, and you are more likely to get them. The talent, insight, and energy and opportunity within a community lies with its people. In just cultures, no one needs permission to be creative or courageous, but they do need support, encouragement, tools, and belief. And to repeat what Jay said earlier, economic development is a participatory process, so let's enable people to participate. Thank you.